We're starting with big news here in LA. A guy who probably will be well dressed after getting this check, Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have reportedly agreed to terms on a 5-year contract extension for just over $262 million. The deal makes Herbert the highest paid player in the NFL per year at just over $52 million. JD, what do you always say? Next guy up.
Next guy up.
Next guy up. So, Joe, what would a successful season be for Justin Herbert now that he has gotten his check?
I think a successful season with him would be a playoff win. He haven't had a playoff win yet, and I think that that's the next step for them. He has a lot of money now, so I think he can be able to be a lot more comfortable. He knows that he's going to be there for a while. I think with his receivers now coming back a little healthy, he had Mike Williams that was a little injured. Keenan Allen was a little injured. And in the draft, they went and got a great receiver. So I think with just the other parts with him, I think he should be able to definitely win a playoff game now because the dude got the arm talent, he got the legs, he has everything with him, so I think he'll be able to do it for sure.
Shady, what's the successful season for Justin?
My answer might be a little different. I think he's a hell of a player, truly is, but I need to see more signature moments, right, and big moments. I've seen good moments for him. I've seen him throw the ball very well. I mean, we've seen he looks amazing throwing it, right? But I look at all his other quarterbacks in his draft class. Look at Justin Hurts. Jalen Hurts, where a guy like him, he took his team to the Super Bowl and played great in the Super Bowl. Guy like Joe Burrow. I'm having a crazy day today. I'm thinking about so many things. Anyway, Joe Burrow, where I watched him go to Arrowhead in Kansas City and beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to go to the championship. Like, those are meaningful moments. I haven't seen that with Herbert, right? I've seen him go to the playoffs against the Jaguars and be up 30 points and lose. I've seen great moments, but I need to see more impactful moments from him to have a successful season.
I agree with you. I think he needs to win a playoff game, especially because that playoff game...
Come on, man.
Up by 27?
27? 30. I say 30 sounds better for TV.
Yeah.
30, 32, 31.
That's 27. I mean, the AFC is going to be a gauntlet. We know that. So I don't want to get too crazy with what the expectations for him should be. He was this player before he got paid. He's essentially the same player now that he has been paid, and we all knew he was going to get paid.
Absolutely.
But with a big check comes a lot of responsibility and more pressure. That's how it goes. I just think the way that he has built his career, he started off really hot, then he had a little stuff in the middle. But every year he's gotten better and he's improved the team. So now it's on you. You've been paid. You're paid as the top guy in the league. The expectations should be that. So winning a playoff game, I think, is the start. But I won't get crazy. I think he needs to win a playoff game. TJ?
We all pretty much agree. You got to win a playoff game. And he needs to remind people of who he is. Going into last season, you said, who's the top 5 quarterbacks in the league? Everybody would have named Justin Herbert. Everybody. Now you say who's the top 5 quarterbacks, there's some that may leave him off the list. And it's not because he can't play or he's gotten worse. It's what you said earlier. Jalen Hurts, out of the same draft class, has taken his team to a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow has been to a Super Bowl in the AFC Championship game, and Herbert has not had that defining moment in the playoffs to where, no matter what happened, he's not coming out this top 5 or top 3. Everybody goes Pat Joe because of what Joe Burrow has done in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's what he's done in the playoffs. And so I truly expect the Chargers to have a really good year. I expect Herbert to have a really good year. In that defining moment, like, when you're up 27 points, you got to find a way to bring that home. But that defense,
Stop the bleeding.
that defense, you up 27, that's not an offensive problem. Defense got to bring that home. And so that's why football is an ultimate team game. Some guys get paid a lot more than others. Some guys get way more recognition. But we need all 22 playing together.
But not even like the wins and losses. Now, obviously, we want him to win games and win playoff games because he's one of the best quarterbacks. We want to see that.
Yep.
But when I say like an impactful, performance or moments, like okay, Josh Allen, they haven't won anything, right? But we watched him when he went to Kansas City, and he was balling. Like I would say he outplayed Patrick Mahomes that game, right? And they still lost. But when we look at that, like, wow, if it wasn't for this 15 seconds or 13 seconds, they would have been, et cetera.
100%.
So we need to see that. I need to see him dominate in the big moments.
At least, like you said, when they were up 27 points,
Come on.
you can't lose that game. You got to stop the bleeding. If you're a professional, if you're Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah.
if you're Joe Burrow, you're not losing that. You're not leaving that
no.
stadium with a loss. No matter what, you scored 3 points in the second half.
Right.
Get a first down. Do something. Get 6 points so we don't lose the game. Just make sure that we can get out of this game with a win. And that's where, like, you don't have a quarterback that's making that type of money that loses a
that?
game where you're up by 27 points.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions in the first half.
Yeah.
That's your boy.
You got to. You got
Came back.
You got to win
And he
that
came back
game.
and won the
back and
game,
went
though.
You got to win that game.
He had a defining moment like we want to see.
By the way, and I have to give you some slack real quick.
Give me slack.
Yeah, you said that getting paid this type of money, we need him to win these type of playoff games. And we witness a guy every year that gets paid a lot of money like that. That lose and they give the pass to.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So,
I don't think I'm giving him a pass anymore.
No, not you. I'm saying the world. The world is
Me personally. Oh, okay, but I did think that he should get paid, though. We're talking about Dak Prescott. If you
I knew where he was.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well,
peeped that.
speaking of that, do you have an issue with the Chargers making Justin Herbert the highest paid quarterback?
No, he's that talented. He's that good. His stats speak for itself. I mean, he's probably, stats-wise, he's the best quarterback that ever played a game in the first 3 years.
Yep.
Passing touchdowns, passing
Yeah.
yards. So he has that. And then, like, not even that part. It's market-based. Remember we had this conversation probably, maybe months ago? And I was like, other than Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, those are the only guys going to take a team-friendly deal to support the team, right? Now, I heard Joe might do something like that, but we don't know. But the other guys, they jump over each other. It's all slotted. Okay, oh, you made this, cool. All right, I'm going to make this. And they all wait for each other. If you're hearing the arguments, they were saying that Joe was waiting for Justin to get his contract, so now he's going to overjump him. That's how it works. So I wasn't surprised. It was more when is it going to happen? When is the deal going to come?
Yep. I think he definitely deserves it. You made great points, most completions, most passing yards,
great
most
player.
touchdowns
Yeah, he's a great
as
player.
any quarterback in your first 3 seasons. So he fits the prototype as a professional quarterback. He fits the prototype as a franchise guy.
Franchise, yep.
So, I mean, he definitely deserves it. And I think that they're doing the right job of giving him this deal, making him feel comfortable, knowing he's going to be there. But like you said, it's time to start winning some of those games because you got pieces around you, you got the bread, it's good to go. Let's do it now.
Hey, wait, you play in the Browns, so you know this. Life with a good quarterback, which
man.
you don't know about that part from Browns.
Yeah.
But hold on,
I went to Pittsburgh with Ben.
Yeah.
I had a good
No,
quarterback.
I'm talking about the Browns, but I'm saying, but life without a good quarterback, you seen that part. That's why I love that they tied him up and they paid him this money because, yeah, they lost the playoff game to the Jaguars. They were up 27 points, 30 points. They lost, but not having a guy like Justin Herbert as your quarterback, you probably don't even make the playoffs.
For sure.
So you need a guy like that.
Driving to work every day knowing that Justin Herbert is the guy that you're going to be playing.
feel better-
alongside.
yeah, right.
You feel better about life. I don't have any problem with them paying him. You're going to get into the conversation of what kind of team you're going to have around you. That's just,
right.
that's the business. And he was going to get paid this regardless. We can see he is a franchise quarterback.
I agree.
Now, whether the Chargers will be able to get out of their own way and how it's going to look with a new offensive coordinator this year, all of that is yet to be seen. Do you have a problem with them making him the highest paid?
I mean, isn't this what the NFL is about?
Yeah.
Only the quarterback position, though.
well, yeah.
Only the quarterback.
I know.
And it's, when you up, you're going to be the highest paid guy. You don't have to be better. Nope. He's as talented or better than some of the guys, but there'll be a guy that will come after him. He ain't better than Herbert. How is he just? Only the quarterback position. So this is what goes on in NFL. Jalen Hurts was the highest paid guy for 9 days.
Yep.
And then here
That's how
comes
it works.
Lamar. And then Lamar had it for a couple months. Here come Herbert. How long is he going to have it
20
before
minutes.
Joe comes?
20 minutes.
This is what the NFL is about at the quarterback position. So I have no problem with it. Number one, he's extremely talented. And he is such a good dude. Like, he signed his contract. For him, it's nothing. It's business as usual today.
Yeah.
And so that's who you want as a quarterback. And all these young guys, you get your money now, and then I may take less to keep
Right.
everybody.
I agree with that.
Then I'll
as a quarterback, though.
Yeah, like Brady didn't take less for his first big contract.
Right.
He got paid. And then he started to take
I also
less.
I don't really love the idea of encouraging people to take less
No.
money. I understand that it does benefit the team long term, but the other reason why that doesn't work just flippantly to say, okay, why aren't they taking a team-friendly deal? What team are we talking about? If I'm Patrick Mahomes, I feel very confident in Andy Reid. I feel very confident in the Chiefs and their capability and what they're going to put around and what I'm going to do in this state and what I'm going to do in this city and how I'm going to build my legacy. I feel cool with that. Tom Brady got Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft. Okay, yeah, I'll take less money. I'm going to build my legacy. You can't just do that anywhere.
No.
All these owners are not the same. All these organizations are not run the same. So I will be
Take
interested
less
to
and we
see-
going to keep him and then him is gone. Like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
You know, I was thinking
There's a
about
lot
that.
of promises.
I was thinking, like, is it because, like, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady had so much success so early that they can do that? When I say that, let me break it down. Like, getting a Super Bowl so early, right? MVPs, being like the team of the most, the most dominant franchise at the moment. So it's like, well, I'm gonna be here for a while. We're a good team. I got great coaches, great organization. We're gonna be here for a while. So I could take less to get better players. Where if you're a player that didn't have as much success, maybe as much talent, right? Because Aaron Rodgers is, he's just as talented as all these top quarterbacks.
for sure.
But he didn't do that. And I was thinking, like, is it because of the success wasn't as much for him? And it's like, well, let me get all my money.
And you got to think, Aaron Rodgers sat for years
did, yes,
before he
right,
got a chance to play. Brady, Mahomes experienced success, like you said,
If I was thinking.
right away. And so they're looking like, oh, we can get something going here. We can form a dynasty possibly. And so if I show that I'm willing to take a little less, maybe everybody else will kind of fall in line. But me, you can't do it. No. You can't. Football and playing professional sports is a short career. You got to get what you can get while you in there.
But also, when you're talking about
Joe ain't taking no friendly.
Now, if you're a quarterback, it's okay.
He ain't doing it.
Max me.
You see
Max
his
me,
contract.
please.
He ain't
Max
doing
me.
it.
Every
repeat
time.
my money.
But the quarterbacks are going to make so much money off the field.
Yes.
And now with the way it is, you Mahomes, you want to invest in this sports team? All right, you're going to go ahead and make this money. You want to invest in it? And so they get opportunities that other players aren't privy to.
That's true.
Yeah, it's really hard to have this conversation about any other position besides the quarterback. And how much is $30 million when you're making that much, changing your lifestyle? Like, it's a whole different conversation, and money that $30 million is $30 million.
Yes.
But if
Makes
it's
other
the
people
difference
uncomfortable.
between but if it's the difference between winning another championship because you keep a really great player, and what are those dividends? I just don't have a problem with any player taking the most amount of money that they're owed. Also, like I don't like setting that precedent for the top quarterbacks.
I'm with you 1,000%.
Because the organization has to hold up their end of the bargain as well.
You not feeling that?
No, you got to go get it. You got to go get it. But I'm feeling with Pat, he did it in the right way. 10 years, he knows he's good. Like he said, ownership in other teams and being able. That boy got residual income
He's gonna
coming
make that
crazy.
back.
He's not tripping.
in another way.
This is my only thing is, like, I understand him because, like, I can't see Patrick Mahomes without a Travis Kelce. Now, he's great anyway, Pat. He could do good with anybody. But just seeing him, I can't see Tom without a Gronk.
It fits.
So that's
It
why
fits.
I'm going to make sure the money's right for my boy. I know you're going to give me this. I know you're going to give me this. I know this. But let me get my money for...
Your boy was just saying he knows he's underpaid, so look after your boy and Kelsey. He was just saying it. I know I'm underpaid,
but that's why I just feel like with this league, if you really want the dynasty part of it, you want that love as a franchise and all that, you got to make some sacrifices.
It's
So when he signed that, he knew that, though.
And that boy, look, Travis and Pat might have some deals. He taking some free PJs on Pat.
Also, Patrick Mahomes' deal is like, what is it, $500 million?
Talk to me.
It's, like, it's a nice deal. It's still
Hey,
big.
$500 million, they say he underpaid.
Yeah, exactly. Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.